Are you looking to communicate more effectively, manage your emotions better, and become more successful in all your relationships? In today's video, we will explore 12 things that a smart person never says. These aren't just phrases to avoid, but also ways to refine your thinking, fostering resilience, self-respect, and building deeper relationships. Through this video, we'll help you realize the power of each word you choose to speak and how to turn them into powerful tools for personal and social growth. We'll delve into each point, not just to understand how they affect others, but more importantly, to understand how we approach and navigate the world around us. The journey we begin today will change not only how you speak, but also how you think and act in any situation. This is your chance to become the best version of yourself, someone who truly appreciates the value of sincerity and wisdom. So, stay with us till the end of the video to not miss any tips. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay updated with high-quality content from our channel. Your patience and eagerness to learn not only help you progress every day, but also serve as a valuable motivation for us to continue delivering insightful lessons that foster your personal development. Number 1. Stay away from the ordinary. The core tenets of Stoicism are exemplified by masters like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius, who consistently emphasize the importance of focusing on enhancing virtues and personal actions rather than wasting energy on trivial or even harmful activities that can easily lead us astray. Negative habits, such as engaging in idle gossip or spreading rumors, are essentially a trade-off between temporary pleasure and long-term stability in relationships. This trade-off is not only costly, but involves discussing others in their absence, often in a negative or speculative manner, which not only erodes the trust others might place in us, but also reflects poorly on our character. If we are willing to speak ill of others when they're not present, how can we be trusted when facing others? This creates a cycle of distrust and suspicion that can corrode even the strongest relationships. Furthermore, Stoic doctrine teaches us the art of self-control. Just as a wise person controls their anger or desires, they should also control their speech. Discipline in communication, keeping conversations free from rumors, is a testament to inner strength and a commitment to living by our principles. Conversely, the habit of gossip often stems from the same instincts as many other bad habits that Stoicism advises against. The urge to interfere, a sense of self-aggrandizement, or pleasure in others' misfortune, all of which run counter to true wisdom and peace. Number 2. Building character through communication. Refraining from spreading rumors is an act that not only protects the honor of others, but also nurtures noble and honest qualities within ourselves. Our words and actions are a testament to a thoughtful, purposeful life. Each conversation is an opportunity to reflect our true nature and our stance in life. In communication, it's not just the content, but also the manner and motives behind each word that matter. This understanding is linked to wisdom and Stoic philosophy, which encourages us to think before we speak. The wise know that once spoken, words cannot be taken back and will resonate long after, impacting relationships and perceptions. Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius often emphasize the power of speech. They taught that we should speak as if the whole world is listening and consider each word as a mark on our character. This not only helps avoid harming others, but also protects our inner peace and maintains harmony around us. Controlling our speech is a form of self-discipline, aligning with Stoic standards in managing our emotions and reactions. It involves creating space for reason to prevail, controlling our words rather than letting impulsive emotions dictate. Restraint in communication is not about silence, but about refining our words so that each statement is clear, kind, and effective. A wise person uses words to build, clarify, and unite, rather than to destroy or disturb. This is not only beneficial in personal relationships, but also crucial in broader interactions, such as negotiations or public speaking. Number 3, choosing words to build virtue. Stoicism asserts that every interaction is a golden opportunity to cultivate our virtues. By choosing our words consciously and soberly, we not only demonstrate fairness towards others, but also show courage by not letting primitive instincts govern our actions and avoiding speaking without thought. This ensures that our communication is not merely a spontaneous reaction to external stimuli, but a deliberate act reflecting our deep values and thoughts. Therefore, when you find yourself swept into a heated argument or facing a challenging conversation, recall the Stoic advice. Control your speech as you control your thoughts, as both reflect your character and wisdom. Choosing to speak intentionally and thoughtfully not only protects peace and harmony around you, but also nurtures a personal image that radiates intelligence and respect. In doing so, you enrich your environment, creating a positive chain reaction that encourages others to act similarly. Understanding and skillfully navigating daily interactions without getting drawn into provocations showcases your intelligence and composure. From a Stoic perspective, a truly wise person recognizes the futility of unnecessary provocations and understands that inciting or engaging in conflict rarely yields positive outcomes, but instead creates strife and discomfort. This deep understanding is cherished in Stoic philosophy, where maintaining inner peace is paramount, and every decision is governed by reason, not impulsiveness. Marcus Aurelius wrote about becoming a tranquil island amidst a chaotic sea. He and other Stoic philosophers advised that true human strength is not measured by the ability to dominate in an argument, but by controlling oneself and not succumbing to provocations. In this way, we not only maintain our own peace, but also become beacons for others, demonstrating that tranquility is not merely the absence of conflict, but the ability to navigate through it gracefully. Number 4, understanding on the path to wisdom. With depth and restraint, an intelligent individual approaches every challenge not with an attitude of dominance, but with a mindset aimed at understanding and resolution. They take the time to clearly perceive the root causes of each conflict, thereby seeking sustainable solutions without resorting to strife. In this way, they not only preserve relationships, but also promote a collaborative space, while nurturing inner peace that isn't easily disturbed by external turmoil. In our journey of practicing Stoicism, we learn to detach ourselves from automatic reactions to challenges. This detachment is not indifference, but a conscious engagement, enabling us to face any situation rationally and compassionately. By reacting reasonably, we ensure that all our actions align with our values and common goals. Thus, when faced with challenges, the wise see them as opportunities to cultivate virtues and wisdom, turning potential troubles into chances for personal growth and resilience. Honesty is not only a vital virtue in life, but also the foundation of all trustworthy relationships. In Stoicism, the role of truth cannot be underestimated. As Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "Truth never harms a cause that is just." This underscores a fundamental principle. Honesty is not only correct, but also the most effective life strategy. Intelligent individuals value truth, not only because it aligns with ethical living, but also because it simplifies life. Conversely, any deceit, no matter how small or seemingly harmless, creates unnecessary complications and difficulties. A single lie can lead to a series of lies to cover it up, creating a complex web of deception and stress. Moreover, lying ultimately leads to a loss of credibility when one is known to be dishonest. Number 5. A Stoic journey to restore trust. In the light of Stoicism, trust once broken by lies is very difficult to restore. This loss of trust not only erodes personal relationships and career opportunities, but also impacts self-esteem and inner peace. In Stoic thought, lying is a failure in self-control, a domain we are capable of managing, including our actions, reactions, and words. When we choose to lie, we opt for the easier, unethical path. Stoicism encourages us to confront the truth, as truth brings freedom, the freedom from worries about deceit, and the freedom to live an honest and open life. Those who practice honesty do so not just in deeds, but also in communication. They understand that clear and truthful communication fosters transparency and openness in every interaction, from personal to professional. This approach not only builds stronger, more reliable relationships, but also helps establish a reputation for integrity and honor. Furthermore, embracing the truth encourages deeper connections with oneself and others, fostering genuine introspection and promoting personal growth, considered essential in Stoicism as it leads to a richer, more virtuous life. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Marcus Aurelius always emphasize the importance of empathy, advising us to put ourselves in others' shoes and consider how we would feel if treated similarly. This shift in perspective is crucial. It deepens our understanding of human nature and reinforces the Stoic belief that everyone deserves respect. Moreover, mocking others can reveal flaws in our character, exposing that we might be using humor to cover up insecurities or to elevate ourselves by putting others down, an act contrary to Stoic values. Dear friends, let's create a truly meaningful and sincere conversation. We all have moments in life we aren't proud of, and sometimes those are the times we chose to lie. Whatever the reason, whatever the situation, let us know if you've been through this. Comment 1 if you've ever told a lie. Don't hesitate to share, as each comment not only helps us understand each other better, but is also a step towards learning and growing together. So, are you ready to share? Number 6. Powers of self-improvement. Stoicism extols self-improvement and personal development over seeking recognition through dominating others. Those who understand this realize that true self-esteem does not stem from humiliating others to elevate oneself. Instead, self-respect arises from accepting oneself and the positive impacts one brings to those around. Mockery not only erodes relationships and social environments, but also creates an atmosphere filled with judgment and negativity, hindering open communication and genuine relationships. Instead of fostering division and insecurity, a wise person following Stoic principles strives to promote mutual support and upliftment. They recognize that the value of each individual is not diminished by their flaws or differences, but that these are an integral part of the shared human experience. By steering clear of mockery and choosing to engage in constructive and positive interactions, we remain true to the Stoic commitment to respect and empathy, contributing to a more tolerant and compassionate world in all our communications. A wise person uses their words and actions to build bridges, not barriers, aware of the power of kindness and the impact it can have on others' lives. In this way, they not only embody the ideals of Stoicism, but also enhance their own well-being through fostering a positive and respectful social environment. Living by this approach brings not only inner peace, but also inspires others to adopt a similar attitude of understanding and respect. The promises we make are expressions of our commitments, and others rely on them. The wise understand that each promise carries a responsibility and should be made thoughtfully and carefully. This understanding is deeply rooted in Stoicism, which advises us to live in alignment with reality, always deeply aware of our capabilities and limitations. When we make promises lightly or without full consideration, we not only gamble with our own integrity, but also risk losing the trust others place in us. Stoic figures like Marcus Aurelius advocate for an ethical life, underscoring the importance of keeping promises and living truthfully. Number 7. Learning to commit carefully. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of being a trustworthy and reliable individual in all dealings. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius frequently discusses living honestly and in harmony with nature, as well as recognizing and respecting human limitations. Making promises that exceed personal abilities not only leads to disappointment for those relying on them, but also creates unnecessary pressure on ourselves, pushing us to meet unrealistic expectations. Moreover, when we are mindful of the promises we make, ensuring they align with our true capabilities, we foster a trustworthy and dependable environment. This trust is foundational for solid relationships, whether personal or professional. Wise individuals apply Stoic principles to evaluate their promises, ensuring they can fulfill their commitments. This approach not only strengthens relationships, but also builds a reputation for integrity and honor. Being cautious with commitments also helps us manage time and resources more effectively, allowing us to focus on fulfilling each promise as best as possible. This aligns with the Stoic ideal of doing everything with purpose and excellence, avoiding the dispersion of energy that can lead to burnout and decreased quality of work or weakening of relationships. A wise person, therefore, thinks carefully before making a promise. They consider not only their capability to fulfill it, but also its alignment with their principles and overall goals. This careful consideration ensures they do not overcommit, maintaining a balance between their capabilities and the expectations of others. In moments of anger, when emotions run high, it is easy for anger to drive our words. But those knowledgeable in Stoicism understand that real strength lies not in expressing all emotions, but in regulating them, especially in anger. Words driven by anger are often not only unthoughtful, but can also cause long-lasting harm. Stoicism teaches us that regulating emotions is key to maintaining calm and responding purposefully in any situation. On a fall afternoon in a bustling city, Alexander, the CEO of a tech company, announced a new product with a promise of a launch in 6 months. This statement caused the company's stock to soar. However, his engineering team knew they needed at least a year to complete the product. The pressure to meet expectations created a stressful work environment. As the deadline approached, it became clear that the company could not meet it, and they were forced to announce a delay in the launch, reducing the trust of investors and customers. During an internal meeting, Elena, a data analyst passionate about Stoicism, spoke up. She emphasized the importance of making realistic and honest promises, and advised the board to carefully consider capabilities and resources before making commitments. Elena's advice prompted a change in the company's management and communication approach. Alexander and the leadership adopted a more cautious approach, improving the work environment and gradually restoring the trust of customers and investors. Elena's story proves that honesty and transparency are the foundation for sustainable success and growth. Number 8. Ways to control emotions. Our words can become sharp weapons, capable of deeply wounding and even irreparably damaging relationships. Recognizing this, Stoic philosophers like Epictetus advise that we should not let emotions dictate our actions or words. Instead, through the application of Stoic wisdom, a wise person focuses on self-control, recognizing that anger only clouds reason and can lead to regrettable statements. They understand that once bitter words are spoken, they cannot be taken back, and the scars left behind may linger long, weakening trust and respect, the foundation of all healthy relationships. Moreover, speaking in anger can lead to the loss of one's own dignity and self-respect. This not only reflects a lack of self-control, but also contradicts Stoic ideals. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of maintaining composure, even when provoked. He believed that the best revenge is not to act like the adversary. Based on this principle, a wise person always strives to remain calm and composed, choosing their words carefully, regardless of the situation. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about acknowledging them without letting them overpower our actions. Taking a moment to think and breathe deeply before reacting not only helps to diminish anger, but also brings clarity to the mind, allowing for more measured and cautious responses. Essentially, when feeling angry, a wise person can choose to express their emotions constructively, not destructively. They express their displeasure without harming others, shaping their words to address the behavior or situation that caused the anger, not criticizing the person, thus promoting a more effective and respectful dialogue. In today's society, it's easy for us to hastily judge someone based on their outward appearance. But the wise understand that such assessments are not only superficial, but often lead to misunderstandings. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus consistently emphasize the importance of focusing on what we can control. Number 9. Lessons from Stoic philosophy. We often find ourselves attracted to outward appearances. But those who follow Stoicism understand that judging a person solely based on looks is limiting and fails to capture their true value. In reality, appearances can be easily altered and manipulated, whereas actions and choices truly reflect an individual's essence. By prioritizing personal values over external appearance, we not only embody the Stoic spirit, but also broaden our perspective to appreciate inner qualities like wisdom, courage, fairness, and composure. Moreover, restraining ourselves from judging others based on their appearance helps prevent the formation of hasty prejudices that negatively affect our views and relationships. By not evaluating a person based on superficial standards, we preserve the opportunity to build meaningful relationships and learn from diverse perspectives. The insightful nurture an attitude that values diversity and appreciates individuals for their contributions and character, not for their conformity to societal standards of appearance or fashion. This not only promotes a more tolerant and empathetic society, but also creates an environment where everyone feels valued and accepted for who they are, reflecting the vision of a just and virtuous society in line with Stoic ideals. In personal relationships, a Stoic individual will take the time to deeply understand others, considering their dreams, motivations, and challenges rather than stopping at initial impressions. This profound exchange not only enriches our own lives, but also fosters genuine connections based on mutual respect and understanding. By setting aside quick judgments, We avoid oversimplification of information and counteract distortion of reality, thereby combating prejudice and injustice, a core stance of Stoicism. Number 10. Respect each individual as a rational being. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca consistently emphasize the importance of treating all individuals with fairness and respect as rational beings. They advised approaching every interaction with an open mind, free from prejudice, steering clear of preconceived, negative thoughts that could cloud judgment. They warned that overgeneralizing could hinder personal growth and the ability to connect authentically with others, as it may confine us within fixed notions, preventing a deeper engagement with life's richness and diverse perspectives. A wise person strives to remain open and adaptable, understanding that life's complexities cannot be simplified into clear-cut categories. In essence, avoiding overgeneralization means taking the time to gather accurate information and listening carefully. This requires assessing situations and individuals based on direct experiences and observable evidence, rather than relying on stereotyped molds or outdated experiences. This approach not only aligns with Stoic thought, but also makes our interactions more meaningful and just. By challenging ourselves to avoid rigid thinking, we contribute to creating a fairer and more empathetic world. We nurture an environment where truth is valued, and every individual feels seen and heard for who they truly are, not just as superficial representations. Commitment to fairness and individual dignity is not only the cornerstone of Stoic ethics, but also essential for building a healthy, respectful community. In the complex dynamics of human relationships, empathy is the glue that binds us, creating deep and nuanced connections that enrich our communications. Those with wisdom inherently know this and incorporate it into their daily lives, practicing the Stoic spirit of empathy, not just feeling, but also understanding and thoughtfully responding to the needs and emotions of others. Number 11. The power of empathy in communication. Stoicism is often misunderstood as a philosophy that advocates for detaching from emotions, yet in reality, it encourages the deep development of emotional intelligence. Stoic masters like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius emphasize the importance of empathy, viewing it as a bridge that helps us live harmoniously and connect with our community. They taught that to lead a virtuous life, we must be aware of others' pain and respond not just with words, but with practical actions and reasonable emotional engagement. Words lacking in empathy can create feelings of distance and even coldness, failing to establish genuine connections among people. When we speak without considering the emotions or needs of the listener, we miss the opportunity to deepen relationships. A wise person uses empathy as a guide for their speech, choosing words that are not only sincere, but also caring and encouraging. This not only strengthens personal relationships by making others feel valued and understood, but also creates a safe space where honest communication can flourish. Moreover, in a broader social context, empathy acts as the glue that binds communities, fostering an environment where each individual feels accepted and supported. This is particularly crucial during times of stress or difficulty, when empathetic communication can alleviate tension and promote integration and peace. By practicing attentive listening and empathetic communication, a wise person contributes not only to their personal well-being, but also to the health of the community, reflecting the Stoic spirit of working for the common good. Incorporating empathy into our speech is not only a sign of a benevolent society, but also a crucial part of the compassionate heart of Stoicism. This requires us to pause and reflect on the perspectives of others, while responding with respect to their emotions and experiences. This doesn't mean we must forfeit honesty or integrity, but rather that we share our truths in a respectful and constructive manner. Number 12. Building reality through words and thoughts. In a world filled with challenges, maintaining a positive and proactive mindset may seem daunting. Yet wise individuals understand that their words and thoughts have the power to shape their reality. Embracing Stoic philosophy, they distance themselves from negative and self-destructive thoughts, aware that while they cannot control everything that happens, they can actively choose how to respond and the language they use to describe their lives and themselves. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus have pointed out that our reactions to events are completely within our control. This perspective shifts our view from feelings of helplessness and fate to an attitude of proactivity and resilience. Repeating negative thoughts not only diminishes our mental strength, but also hinders effective action. On the other hand, cultivating positive thoughts brings inner strength and adaptability, essential in the Stoic ideal of peace and personal perfection. Wise individuals use affirmations as a tool to build resilience and encourage growth. They choose words that not only overcome challenges, but also learn and progress from them. This does not mean denying difficulties or suppressing negative emotions, but rather framing challenges positively, focusing on capability and learning. For example, instead of saying, "I can't face this," a Stoic-minded person might say, "Every day, I learn how to face new challenges." This subtle change in language profoundly impacts mental state, fostering perseverance and the ability to handle any situation. Moreover, positive affirmations are not just internal dialogues. They reflect a deeper Stoic practice of nurturing virtues such as courage, fairness, composure, and wisdom. By regularly affirming a commitment to these virtues, individuals not only reinforce their identity as people living fully by the values they pursue, but also build a solid foundation to weather life's storms. In our unending journey to refine ourselves and improve our life skills, we often face challenges not only in our actions, but also in how we communicate. The advice from Stoic philosophers we've explored in 12 Things a Wise Person Never Says teaches us not just what not to say, but also gives us deep insights into the power of every word we choose. Stoic thinkers value speech as an essential part of self-control, using language as a tool for construction rather than destruction. Each word you choose to speak not only impacts the listener, but also demonstrates your ability to self-regulate and your self-respect. Allow every word you speak to reflect the most mature and wise spirit within you. As we conclude this lesson, I advise you not only to avoid things you shouldn't say, but also to strive to enhance your ability to use language to increase understanding, empathy, and persuasiveness. Remember, true wisdom is the result of a continual process of learning and self-improvement through every word spoken. If these lessons on the power of language have resonated with you, show your empathy and intelligence by liking and sharing this video with others. Leave a comment saying, "I am a wise person," below the video, to help us build a community that shares knowledge and is ready to apply practical advice to life. And don't forget to watch the next video displayed at the end of this screen to continue your journey of learning and self-development. Let's together enhance our understanding and create positive change in how we communicate and interact daily.